Okay, shoot.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Matthew Struther. To my right is Evan Keener, and to my left is Emily Carnes. Today, we're going to present you with our marketing strategy project, which is going to be on Bamboo Republic. Before we go any further, I'd like to take a few moments and do a brief overview. So first, we're going to talk about what is Bamboo Republic, the owner introduction and some visuals, objectives, and then we're going to move into the analysis of the market environment, primary research method and our findings, marketing strategies, evaluation and control, and finally we're going to wrap it up with a Q&A session. But before we go any further, I'm going to be passing around this is our IMC example coupon. For the time being, just take a look at it and examine it and let me know what you think, and in a few minutes we're going to revisit that. So without further ado, let's take another look here. So what is Bamboo Republic? Bamboo Republic is an Asian fusion restaurant that sells authentic Asian food. They're located in Arnold, Pennsylvania, and they offer dine-in and delivery services. Currently, they're open 7 days a week. However, they're struggling to survive, and they need to generate customer awareness as well as increase sales. So let's look at the owners. We have Mandy Wong and Larry Jing, and they opened their established Bamboo Republic in September of 2013. They were inspired to contribute their prior restaurant successes in both Idaho and New York. They usually have a tandem operation. It's just Mandy and Larry, and occasionally they'll have a delivery driver. And they specialize in preparing authentic Chinese food. So as we look at some of these photographs, on the left-hand side, this is what you're going to see when you first walk into the restaurant on your right. The photograph on the right, however, is going to be what you see when you walk into the establishment on the left. Those stack of menus are going to be directly behind the cash register on the left-hand side. On these photographs, the one on the left is a row of tables, and this is what you're going to see when you walk into the restaurant and look straight ahead of you. And on the right-hand side, these are the booth-style tables that you're going to see on the left-hand side of the restaurant, and you can see them here. As you can see, there's a very nice Asian style to this Bamboo Republic. And finally, on the right-hand side here, this is a bulletin wall with some chairs for seating while waiting for takeout. This is what you're going to see when you walk right through the door. This is the first thing that you're going to see. And on the left-hand side, this is Bamboo Republic at face value. This is what every customer is going to see before they even enter the establishment. As you can see, the siding is a little deteriorated. The signage is very poor and fading. And the entryway down here, these tiles, they're a little faded and discolored. And to the left and to the right are display cases, and right now they currently feature fake plants. So let's look at some of the objectives. We're going to diagnose the current issues affecting the business prosperity. We're going to have a better understanding of those issues facing the restaurant. And we're also going to look and focus on our very two important goals, which is generating customer awareness and increasing sales.
The analysis of market environment. Organization, competitive advantage. Bamboo Republic sells authentic Chinese meals, which are small and fresh inventory. The food is prepared and is perceived to be high quality by the current patron. The menu items are priced exclusively cheaper than other Chinese restaurants, and Mandy has extensive knowledge over the product, so you can ask her anything you want about Chinese, and she pretty much knows everything. Some competitor analysis is a direct competitor would be Panda Restaurant. It's only a couple blocks away from the actual Bamboo restaurant. It's located a few blocks from there. So there's no seating area, and it has a larger menu, but there's no delivery. Top China Buffet is in Lower Borough, and it has a buffet style to it with no delivery as well. The appealing interior design is also very welcoming. So an indirect competitor would be Sheets. The closest one to Bamboo Republic would be the one in Parnassus. It sells a variety of food and non-edible goods, reasonable prices like the loyalty card or the Sheets card, and it continues sales promotion, and it caters to the on-the-go lifestyle. Bazios is another indirect competitor. It's in Arnold. It's down the street from Bamboo Republic. It sells baked goods and deli items, and it has a small structure, low prices, up to $15. The analysis of current market. The product is authentic, high-quality fresh food, value-oriented price ranging from $1 to $16. The appetizer low is $3, the main course is $10, and sides are $6. Discounts available, but it depends by the price. Place is urban, heavy crime area. The building appearance is lacking, and it has an outdated interior, which is unpleasing. The promotion is very little signage, poor communication with customers, and there is no activity in the Facebook. The analysis of macro-environmental factors. It has indirect and direct competitors. The public perception is negative, but it does have a neighbor, which is the Honest Police Station, which is very positive, especially for where it's located. It's down in New Kensington, which is past the tracks. So it has low income in Arnold and its surrounding areas. The local residents are middle-aged, white, and conservative, and the weather is a major factor. When speaking with Mandy, she told us that weather is a major factor only because, especially in winter, she doesn't get any business at all because it's cold and nobody wants to go out. And nor does she even get business at all. She probably gets about 3 customers like a day pretty much, but delivery is her best where the money comes in pretty much. Primary research method and findings. Conducted interview questions. So our first round was pretty bad. It failed because of our our questions were just everywhere. You know, we didn't really have a plan to where our questions were going. So then we redesigned them with a screening question and a simple yes or no with an explanation towards them. We targeted 5 target respondents and 3 males ages 40 to 50, 2 females ages 40 to 50. Both interview questions were conducted in New Kensington at the Memorial Park, because that's pretty much where everybody knows. We're in the Borough to New Kent area, so it's right across from Valley High School. All of our members participated, and our key findings were respondents were looking for variety. They wanted more of American foods because not most people are into those like Asian foods. They wanted more like chicken wings and stuff that we normally eat on a daily basis. Coupons and loyalty perks, and to receive more promotions electronically or by standard post. We have to remember that we're more like the 40 to 50 age group is our demographics. So we wanted to go towards the standard post because that's most people, like they don't have like Facebook or like type of technology.
Okay, and I'll take a look at the marketing strategies that our team's research. Segmentation, we focused in the New Kensington Upper Borough area, as many of the other groups did as well. We found in the demographics that the median age was approximately 40 years, and white individuals, higher female percentage than male. Behavioral, the customer loyalty and retention was pretty popular. Seeing one of our meetings with Mandy, she stated about how different customers kept coming back, and they were the same ones, but that's our main base for sales right now. Thanks. For targeting, we went with an undifferentiated targeting strategy. With the small market that she has, we thought it was best to just focus on all of her customers as well as we could, rather than one particular group and everybody in the area, as she needs all the help she can get. Positioning, she has very high quality and healthy food, and she has a very personal service to her restaurant, as it's only the 2 husband and wife there. So they're able to, treat their customers with a little extra respect. Some of the strategies, we recommend that they refrain from adding any new products at this time with their low sales until the sales increase. They need to spend more time managing their existing products. They need to find their product mastery. Basically what we mean by that is that they need to just spend more time with what they have now to increase sales before they add anything else. Products that don't perform well should be eliminated. She hasn't been open very long, but as she goes on, she can evaluate the products that aren't selling. She just needs to get rid of. She's currently just going to be advised to sell current menu items and her best sellers to continue to get the maximum amount of sales.
So now we're going to take a look at the integrated marketing communication, and we're going to advise that Bamboo Republic utilize electronic platforms. And right now they currently use a Facebook, however, it hasn't been updated recently. We're also going to recommend that they use an Instagram and also as a motto account, which was formerly labeled as Urban Spoon. These accounts are free to the user with some exceptions, and they reach out to an extensive market. So first let's take a look at Facebook. This is what Bamboo Republic is currently using. However, we're going to recommend that they update their contact info and operation hours because currently they're not accurate. We're also going to recommend that they add detailed photos. Right now the photos on their Facebook aren't the greatest, so we're going to ask that they replace the old photos and add new photos specifically of their food, and keep those their photos, make sure they have minimal obstructions. If you're going to post a picture of food, make sure it contains just the food and nothing else. Don't have any distractions away from your product. Next, we're going to take a look at Instagram. This is a free social-based account that focuses on pictures and is fueled by comments and likes. And another thing about this, it has some really great features like the ability to pin location. And what I mean by that is, if a customer were to walk into Bamboo Republic and sit down and enjoy a meal, they can pull out their smartphone, take a picture of their meal or the friends and family that they're there with, and then post it onto their Instagram account and either pin it through a hashtag, Bamboo Republic, or they can pin the physical location of Bamboo Republic itself. By doing that, it allows all the people that follow that individual to see where they were, the location, and if someone were to click on the location or the hashtag, it would take them directly back to Bamboo Republic's Instagram page. So even though Bamboo Republic may not have a lot of followers or following a lot of people, customers that use this feature will also give Bamboo Republic that expansion to all of the members that follow them. So it's really endless depending on who the customer is. And last, we're going to look at Zomato. This is a company that reviews the food industry, and they do this from their registered users. And they have the capability to review places that they eat, and they do that by using a rating system of how their experience was. And anywhere from 1 to 5 stars, they can rate their experience, 5 being the best. They also have the ability to post pictures as well as comment on those pictures and comments, and use the like feature. Very similar to Instagram and Facebook.
Next we'll look at the distribution strategies our team focused on. Currently they operate with one delivery vehicle and driver. They don't have a real high amount of deliveries currently. So they need to currently strategically route their deliveries, and what I mean by that is they have like one going to the east side, one to the west. Obviously you can't put those together, but if they have two one way, put it together, it'll maximize their efficiency, minimize fuel costs and travel time for the one car to do hot running. Additional delivery options she has based on the amount of sales that she has. Like if you order a certain amount of food, I think it was $25. Yeah. She was giving people additional food like her donuts that are supposed to be famous. Also, they need to focus on a more pleasing atmosphere and more appealing signage to deliver a more pleasant experience while they're at the restaurant. Minor interior and exterior upgrades make a huge difference when this comes into place.
Okay, now we're going to look at the pricing strategies. We're going to advise that Bamboo Republic, maintain its current prices and reflect normal buying procedures and only adjust to changes in the market value. Now what I mean by that is if Bamboo Republic buys a lot of green bell peppers, for instance, and that specific produce is affected by a drought or an infectious bug that's killing off a majority of that bell pepper, then naturally the price of bell peppers is going to rise. So this would affect the adjustment to the changes in her buying procedures. Other than that, she's to postpone the additions of new menu items and products that require additional inventory to be purchased. Also, recommendations, however, may be revisited in the future when sales increase.
Alright, so to evaluate and control the suggestions that we put forward is that she must really focus on their social media. They're going to have a ton of feedback whenever it comes to the Facebook, Instagram, and Zomato. They need somebody to check those pages regularly and see what the customers are saying. Then they need to acknowledge and respond to those posts, obviously. Once customers see that you respond to those posts, then more people will be inclined to post, rather than if they see a bunch of customers posting, nobody's answering, then they're going to think the restaurant doesn't care. There's analytical machines to track performance. I don't know how many of you may be familiar with Facebook and whenever you own your own page or whatever, it shows how many people clicked buttons and viewed your page and whatnot. So that would be important for Mandy and Larry to evaluate what suggestions have changed, and the future will be important for their business to grow based on what their customers are saying and what they have changed and notice the difference.
So, as you all should have looked at already, I passed around an example, our Exhibit 1.1, which is our IMC example. We decided to do a coupon because it was a tangible item that we could bring to the class. The only reason we did this is because the accounts we recommended, such as the Facebook, which Bamboo Republic has already, the Instagram and the Zomato, they require like personal information and require the user to set them up before they're able to become active. So we were unable to bring those to the table for our presentation. However, we did design a coupon that was tailored. Now this is an example of what a coupon that Mandy would approve could look like based on her approval. Right now this is concept form. But as you can see, this specific coupon is addressed to our university here at Penn State, New Kensington, offers 10% off our purchase. This is good for both students and the staff. And you can clearly see it has the location, phone contact, current hours of operation, as well as a scannable QR code at the bottom for your smartphone users. And it also shows icons such as Facebook and Instagram to say to the customers, hey, like us on Facebook or follow us on Instagram. So it helps reach out to customers in that aspect as well. So at this time, we'd like to take a few moments and answer any questions.
All right, any questions?
Does Mandy live in the area? Is that why she invested there?
If I remember correctly, I think she lives right above the restaurant. It's kind of like a duplex setup, and it's the storefront at the bottom with, I'm guessing, an apartment on top.
So she's really invested then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What did she say about Pittsburgh? Was there something about Pittsburgh they felt was appealing? They lived in New York City last.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I don't remember what exactly the reason it was.
Yeah. There's probably more.
I think there's less competition and it's just different from what she did before.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did show interest into moving to other locations, but it just wasn't feasible. The prices were extremely high.
Yeah.
So what has she tried to work back with other businesses in the community, or like trying to reach out, like attend a better block and be like, hey.
Oh yeah, she should.
You got my food. We talked about,
I'm really glad you asked that question. Actually, we advised her as a team to actually attend the better block. However, she's extremely passionate about her product and the food she offers and the quality of it. She by no means will accept to any form of catering her food. She said if it's her food, it's going to be delivered or served right here in her restaurant, and there are basically no exceptions to that matter. We even offered to, if she could approve some type of promotional coupon that we could offer at the better block, but we did try that.
So, but she delivers, right? So that would be similar.
She wants it so they eat her food now, so it's fresh. She wants it hot and ready to go. She doesn't want anything cold because then she's afraid she's going to get a bad review on there. And her loyal customers mean pretty much everything to her. So she doesn't want to go during the better block. She didn't want to go out there because she was afraid her food was going to get cold and then bad reviews was going to happen. She already has low customers as it is, so she didn't want to make any problems occur any more than what she has.
There's one of those bigger companies that asked, she said in the first meeting, that asked her to cater or something, and she did it once, and then she didn't think the food was as good as it should be, so she just quit on it.
All I'm saying, I think, is just for you guys, but more suggestion for her, I guess, would be well, if you deliver food, the same thing can happen in travel time. You could lose so why not at least try to see if that would help?
She watches how far she goes, so she can judge on food and stuff that they want. She tries making suggestions on the different foods that they should order, depending on how far the distance is between her restaurant and their house.
Okay, so she's really set in.
Right.
Yeah. She only goes to Toronto if it's a certain amount, a price or something. So she doesn't even go. But.
That's really disappointing that in your interviews people said that they wanted different foods.
Yeah, and even as of recent, after we started this project, I think she's brought back chicken wings into her restaurant twice. Brought them in, taken them, and then brought them back again. And then she's also added the addition of dessert. She's really, at this point, she's trying every option that, arrives at the table.
Out of curiosity, what time does she close?
9 p.m.
Because I'm thinking in my head, like, I want to go check it out now tonight. Maybe.
Yeah, I want to look at
She
it.
actually, she opens at 8 o'clock in the morning and closes at 9, with the exception, I think it was Thursday or Saturday, she opens up at 10. It still closes at 9.
Wow.
Yeah, the layout in there is actually, it's really good, I think.
We asked like why she didn't cut back her hours if she wasn't getting sales during amount of time, but she felt like she had to stay open all day. So.
And then she lives there, so how much of an inconvenience is it really?
That's actually why she couldn't come today, because she was the one watching the store. So.
I think it was great. But I think it goes back to, working together as a community. So somehow, maybe if it's not catering, if she could work together and then Better Block and then the Bridges and Property, if we work together, because overall the objectives and the goal is to revive and better the community, and that's done by many different things. So if they could work together,
Yeah,
I
that's a
think
good
it would be
idea.
good
Yeah, we're
start.
waiting for you to take that lead, Yvonne.
Okay.
Can you bring together Better Block, Bridges, and Mandy together and like create an event or something that like reaching to the goal, the same goal exactly what you said? Yeah, I mean that's the whole idea of having the project like this. So now you hear what others are doing, and then you realize, oh, I never heard of this restaurant, and now I know. I live in New Kensington, but I never heard of Better Block, and now I know. So now it's a good opportunity to try to find something that blends all these three things together. Something to think about. Any other comments?
Comment.
Yes, Mike.
Since you don't want to take any risks, never going to expand the business if you're not going to take any risks.
That's what I said. I mean, even
Just a
if
closed-minded.
these recommendations, prove to not be as effective, then, she might certainly have to take risks, such as attending an opportunity such as the Better Block. She's going to have to, or her survival rate is.
Maybe she could get like a restaurant depot, like a hot box, that would keep it, warm within travel time or catering, and maybe it would be.
It's like the hardest thing in the project. She doesn't want to change anything.
Yeah.
She's got his bag.